Viewers, welcome back. Tonight, I can tell you that a number of Lutyens media will come out and tell you that things are not as they appear. They will lead you up the garden path, don't you fall for it. They will tell you how the I-20 driver, Muhammad Umar, they will say, the man in the middle of your screens, viewers, never intended to trigger the blast. It was accidental. That he panicked. But as I told you, viewers, the facts are not going to add up. Because there are some basic questions. If it was accidental, why did Umar Mohammad drive his car from Faridabad all the way in the morning, 7 in the morning, and we are tracing the journey of that vehicle, viewers, through CCTV and bring it right to the Red Fort? Why is it that he sat in the vehicle for 3 hours, counting down the hours, so it would have been, viewers, maximum traffic commuter presence time or rush hour, and then trigger the blast, viewers, at 6:57 in the evening? Viewers, the fact is, and tonight we're going to ask the tough questions. We're not going to run away. I'm not going to be somebody, viewers, who's going to manage the headlines. No, we are not going to do that, viewers. You see, there have been certain problems with the way we have gone about this, viewers. On May 10th, 2025, and I'll take you all the way back to May 10th, 2025, 6 months exactly to the date from yesterday, when, viewers, India and Pakistan decided to cease hostilities. India assumed Pakistan was done fighting. After 4 days of relentless pounding under Operation Sindoor, Pakistan's Director General of Military Operations picked up the hotline to New Delhi and pleaded for a ceasefire. India obliged. The consensus in Delhi's military and strategic circles was simple: the Pahalgam carnage had been avenged and a new level of deterrence imposed. But clearly, viewers, New Delhi got it wrong. Exactly 6 months later, Pakistan's state-patronized terror organization, the Jaish-e-Mohammed, struck back. This time not in Kashmir, but in the very heart of the national capital, barely meters from the Red Fort, telling you, viewers, that it can strike you anywhere, even nearabouts or the nearest vicinity to India's most hallowed symbol of sovereignty, where the national flag is flown on Independence Day. Viewers, the Jaish had vowed revenge for India's airstrikes on its Bahawalpur headquarters, strikes that eliminated relatives of Masood Azhar, the terror outfit's chief. These warnings were continuously coming. Just about a month ago, viewers, they even said that they were going to recruit women Fidain to carry out the attacks. And that woman in the middle of your screens, viewers, is a living example of the person who responded to that call. I want to ask you, viewers, yes, we were able to anticipate a much larger attack, but could we not have stopped the Red Fort attack, viewers? In cold blood, the Jaish has spilled Indian blood in Delhi, in India's capital. Preliminary investigations point to 4 doctors radicalized and recruited by a Srinagar-based Islamist cleric, yes, linked to the Jaish. Let no one tell you, viewers, that there is no religious dimension to this. Let's call it out for what it is. If there wasn't one, viewers, why would an Islamic cleric be the link? Why would he be indoctrinating? And who did he end up indoctrinating, viewers? 3 doctors from Pulwama, the hotbed of terrorism. The 4th, a woman, Dr. Shahina, their handler. The bridge between the terror network and the recruits working at a Faridabad hospital is no incidental accomplice, viewers. As I told you, the Jaish-e-Mohammed has been pointingly saying that they're going to recruit female cadre. And they've done it, viewers. She's supposed to be the Jaish-e-Mohammed's chief on Indian soil, and I'm sure there are others who have been indoctrinated. Here is how it played out, viewers. In mid-October, Jaish posters emerge in Naukam. So they were announcing that you have to do certain things to prove your loyalty to us. Few days later, 3 OGWs are arrested in Jammu and Kashmir. The end of October, Maulvi Irfan Ahmed is quizzed. And it turns out, viewers, that he had recruited these OGWs to start this campaign, and that he was also in talks with these doctors. November 1st week, suspect Zamir Ahangar is questioned. Dr. Adil reveals the plot after grilling by the police. Few days later, Faridabad module is exposed. On November 9, 2,900 kilograms of explosive materials is seized. Viewers, that news comes out. It is leaked immediately to the press. Should it have been? Viewers, had care been taken not to leak this, perhaps today, that man in the middle of your screens that I just pointed you out to, viewers, that I-20 driver would not have come all the way into the heart of Delhi to carry out that blast. On November 10th, 2 doctors, including Dr. Shaheen Shahid, are held. Again, viewers, again, we don't press the advantage. On November 10th, bomber Dr. Umar escapes amid a crackdown. Viewers, if he had escaped amid a crackdown and the security forces knew, and he was traveling in an I-20, CCTV footage could easily have been examined because he left Falah University or whatever it's called, Falah al-Falah, whatever it's called, viewers. It will easily be traced. November 10th, the blast happens. November 10th, I-20 used is linked to Pulwama. Make no mistake, this wasn't a lone wolf plot. It was a Jaish operation through and through, viewers. The blast is carried out by Faridabad module linked to the Jaish-e-Mohammed. Faridabad module busted after probe into Jaish posters in Srinagar. The links are too clear. Car bombing is a speciality of the Jaish-e-Mohammed terror group. It's their signature move. Jaish had vowed vengeance after India's Operation Sindoor. Anyone who had any sense would have kept an eye on the Jaish and their sympathizers and these OGWs and these sleeper cells, viewers, which means, viewers, since the Jaish is involved, means that Pakistan's deep state is far from deterred by Operation Sindoor. This isn't just terror, it's a deliberate provocation, an act of war. Why would a humbled Pakistan feel emboldened so soon after being battered? 3 reasons. 1, US sanctions under the Trump administration have tightened economic pressure in India, and Pakistan seems to be knowing this. It feels that perhaps Delhi's appetite for a costly conflict is resumed. Is it because Pakistan military has quietly rebuilt ties with Washington? Viewers, Islamabad now thinks that even if India were to retaliate anywhere down the line, America will quickly jump in on its side. Islamabad thinks India is boxed in, that Modi won't risk escalation. And here one wants to know why no one from the Indian government has yet named Pakistan. So far, the Prime Minister has vowed revenge but hasn't named Pakistan. Viewers, listen into this. This is Prime Minister Modi today in Bhutan.
इस घटना की जांच में जुटी सभी एजेंसियों के साथ, सभी महत्वपूर्ण लोगों के साथ संपर्क में था, विचार विमर्श चलता था, जानकारियों के तार जोड़े जा रहे थे। हमारी एजेंसियां इस षड्यंत्र की तह तक जाएगी। इसके पीछे के षड्यंत्रकारियों को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। All those responsible will be brought to justice.
All those responsible will be brought to justice. Will the NDA build a case specifically against Pakistan over the next few days? The NDA has built its reputation, viewers, on strength and security. Now it will be judged by its response. Weakness, let me tell you, is not an option. I want to open this up, viewers.